guys, so this is going to be a top 10 PvP tip video for Grandmasters. I'm going to start with like the basics, like your enchantments, all that stuff, and go down to the more complex tips like, the strategy and all of that. But I wanted to start off by saying that like I had already recorded this video and had made like a bunch of really cool effects and everything for each of the numbers, but it wouldn't render, and oh my, it was so annoying because I had recorded this like a week ago and like I put so much work into it, but then it just wouldn't render, it wouldn't load. It was like this bug in Vegas or whatever. So this is the second time I'm recording it, and I was so mad. That's why I hadn't uploaded for like a week. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do like the video here in my dorm. I hope you guys still enjoy, but yeah, it's not as fancy, I guess, as I had wanted it to be. So yeah, let me just go ahead and get started. So the 10th PvP tip, and definitely the most basic, is to get the right gear before you start PvP. So this means to get basically like the duelist ring and anthem before you even step into ring PvP. And you just do this by doing tournaments. You don't have to, be any rank. I mean, you do have to be above level 10 to like do tournaments, but do tournaments to get the duelist before you even start ranked. Also in this category, make sure you try to get the best grand gear that you can. Basically, I would recommend, if you don't have Glendon gear, to get the Proud Jaguar gear, which is in the Shaman's lore pack. Definitely recommend getting that before you start PvP. I think the Commander gear also works, like I don't know if you had that from another age or something on your character, but definitely try to get the best gear. Get the wand that you need. Try to get a good pet. If you can't, I mean, it's understandable, but like half the battle is just your stats, and if you don't have good stats, then you're not gonna have a good chance of actually winning. So yeah, that is the 10th and most basic PvP tip. All right, so now the 9th. Questing. Basically, the questing PvP tip is quest to the farthest, the farthest world you can, like to Celestia. That means basically. So quest to Celestia and to Wintertusk, because when you quest to more, when you quest to the next world, you get another training point because you can do that world's training point quest, basically. So definitely try to quest as much as you can. I know like that's really annoying because I mean, who wants to quest? It's not fun, at least for me. Maybe there are people who like to quest, I don't know, but just for me, like, I hate questing, but you really have to do this if you want to get all the training points that you need to get all the spells that you need for Grandmaster. Okay, so yeah, that's the 9th PvP tip. Okay, the 8th one is enchantments. So basically what this is try to gargantuan enchant your treasure cards. I know a lot of Grandmasters use monsters to enchant because it's a lot easier, but I'd really, really recommend doing Garg because that's 75 more base damage on your hit, which is so much at Grand. Like, that's crazy. And I know, yeah, like, I have a bunch of the regions because I like go try hard with my Garg crafting, but definitely make sure to craft gargantuan. I think you have to be a Grandmaster crafter, yeah, which is basically you have to finish Celestia crafting in order to even buy the recipe, which you can get in the Celestia base camp. But yeah, definitely try to get Garg because it's like amazing. So yeah, that is the 8th PvP tip. The 7th, I guess, sort of ties into that, which is to use treasure card attacks. So basically, you don't want to have your hits really in your main deck, unless they're minion hits, because you're gonna want a bunch of those in your main deck. But make sure that most of the hits that you actually want to hit the person you're fighting against are TC, because TCs are always going to do more damage for Grandmasters than just a regular deck card. So when you try to hit, really try to make sure that it is a TC one, either enchanted with Garg or one that you bought at Bazaar, like Spinosaur or something. But yeah, really try to make sure that you're using TC attacks. The The next tip is to make sure that you kill minions. This is probably the most basic, straightforward PvP tip, but literally for Grandmaster, it doesn't matter what school you are, you're basically always going to want to kill minions because, the minions just weaken you down, put shields or weaknesses or whatever, and yeah, the one loss that I have on this character is from this guy who just kept killing my minions, and it's so annoying. If you kill minions, that's the key to success, So yeah, try definitely to kill as many minions as fast as possible as you can. Alright, so now that we're sort of getting into the strategy, it leads into my next tip, which is to spectate matches that are let me think. Spectate matches that have your school and level. So basically, if you're going to start a 50 grand, watch some 50 grand, oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I meant 50 fire. So basically, if you're making a 50 fire wizard or something, I would definitely recommend going to the ranked, going to the arena, finding a grand fire. I mean, I'm sure, okay, probably not a low ranked grand fire, but a high ranked grand fire, and just trying to get some strategy tips from them. You can also watch YouTube videos of PvP. When you do this, though, I try to make sure that they're recent and up to date, because watching a PvP video that was from years ago probably isn't going to help you that much in terms of learning strategy that actually still works. But yeah, okay, there's no 50 fires, so I mean, there's that, but yeah, so try to spectate matches that are similar to the character that you have, and, are good players and stuff, so you can take some PvP tips from them, and yeah. Alright, so the fourth tip is to think of strategy counters. For example, what this means, I guess, is, if someone, I think the most popular one is people hating Guardian Spirit, right? So basically, a counter for that would be to pack some Doom and Gloom, pack more Reshuffles, more Infection, something like that. Basically, if you find a strategy that just always kills you, don't just accept it, don't just be like, oh, Lore Master always kills me. Go out and get a Balance Ward pet. It's crazy. I think when I got really mad at Lore Spammers, I made this pet. That's 40 resist or something. Yeah, that's almost 40 resist to balance. Think of counters to the strategies that kill you. If people are always killing you with Infel up, try to get Supernova. Let me think of another one. Rampage, put in more triage. Rampage always kills you. Or get Fire Ward, something like that. But basically, don't just accept that a certain school or a certain strategy always beats you. Try to think of counters so that you can actually beat that strategy, even from, even from second. So yeah, that is the fourth PvP tip. The third one is to make deck adjustments. This sort of falls with the strategy counter tip because, you have to change your deck if you want to counter different strategies. But basically, I'd recommend changing your deck setup every 500 rank at least or so, because as you rank up, you are going to start fighting different people. For example, I don't even just change my deck setup as I rank up. This pet, I put Fire Ward on it as I hit 2k rank, basically, because at low rank you're going to fight, more Grand Ices, less Grand Fires, and the Grand Ices are going to be a lot more difficult to beat than the Grand Fires will be. But as you rank up to 2000 rank, you're going to be fighting a lot more Legend Fires than you are Legend Ice, because Legend Fire is just better, or at least in my opinion. I'm sure there's a good, Legend Ices, but in my opinion, Legend Fire is a lot more difficult to beat for a Grandmaster. But basically, you get the idea though. Try to change your strategy, your deck setup so that it still works for your rank. I know a lot of the good PvPers do this. This is why a lot of people were complaining when the reset came that they didn't know how to fight their own level because they had changed their deck and changed their deck so much that it wasn't fit for Grandmasters anymore. It was fit for like, level 120s. So make sure to do deck adjustments so that, it keeps your deck is up to date with who you're actually fighting. Okay, so yeah, that is the third one. So now we are on the second PvP tip. So one more after this, but this one is to combo your hits. So basically, the main idea around this one is have a bunch of pips before you actually start hitting. Unless you're like, I don't know, like a storm or something, then yeah, don't do that. Or if they have mana burn. But yeah, try to combo your hits, because if you just do, like a random, I don't know, like a random spiny sword or something out of nowhere, like they're just gonna heal that off. It's not gonna do anything unless you're really heavily blade stacked. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. But basically, yeah, try to combo your hits. Don't just go in and not have a plan of what to do next, especially when it's not gonna kill. Like if it's gonna kill, then you're all good. But if it's not gonna kill, don't just do a random hit that they're gonna heal off anyways without a combo, because it's just pointless. It's wasting your pips, probably wasting your treasure card, because heals are normally main deck and hits are normally side deck, so don't just like randomly use your TCs to get some hits, because it's really not worth it. So yeah, that is the second PvP tip. And now the first, and in my opinion, definitely the most important, is to know when to hit and when to heal, I guess, or when to play defensively. Yeah, I think I called this tip like fight or flight in the notes or whatever. But so basically what this means is if someone has like infallible up all their blades, full pips, and you have got like 4 pips and you're just sitting there ready to be attacked and killed, don't help them out. Don't like start doing, I don't know, like a doom, or start hitting them with, I don't know, like centaurs or something. Just keep your pips, try to do some weaknesses, and find a heal, because knowing when to play defensively is such a big part of Grand PvP. Like, if you are hitting when you should be healing, that's how you lose a match, and that, it's such an easy fix. Like, just heal, don't hit. There's no point in doing that. But also, in the other case, you should know when to actually hit. For example, like, if they have no pips, you have almost full pips, and, like, I don't know, like, Doom's up, their health is already weakened from your minion or whatever, then definitely try to start hitting. But, if they have Sanctuary up, if they're, I don't know, if they have a Guardian minion up or whatever, don't charge and attack and try to kill them. But yeah, so those are all my Grandmaster PvP tips that I have. If you guys like this type of top 10 video, let me know in the comments below. I will try to upload more if you guys want to throw out some suggestions for what you want to see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helps you out in the in the arena, because I know a lot of you are looking for grand PvP tips and the deck setups and everything. So I just wanted to help some of you guys out with that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.